Hi friends, welcome back. For today's video we are going to be continuing with the theme of Pride Month, and our color for today is green. So if you haven't seen my previous video where I did orange and yellow, then I will link it up here. So I ordered a makeup palette off of Facebook because it looked bomb AF, and I don't know if they ship internationally, but if anyone watching is interested in getting their hands on it, drop me a comment and I will message the company and I'll ask them. Maybe you'll get lucky and they do ship internationally. So I was super excited when I got it. So it got a bit scratched, but this is what it looks like. And then this is the cool part about it. So you open it up and the colors are just to die for. But then it can slide, and then it's got these colors. But wait, there's more. And there's still more. And no, okay, I'm kidding, that's it. But yeah, so it's got these 4 different sliders of all the colors, and I saw it on Facebook. It wasn't expensive and I wanted it, so I want it. I want to kind of try like a very dark, like sexy smoky eye. Don't know how it's gonna work out because when I try to do it in my makeup class, it didn't go very well. Now there I was using champagne colors, whereas today I'm going to be using green, but the base of the smoky eye is still going to be the browns and the blacks. So I'm going to give it my best shot and we'll see what we end up with. I've already gone ahead and done my skin. I will be doing an updated video pretty soon because, believe it or not, my skin routine has actually changed since the video that was like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so I will be doing an updated skin video focusing mainly on the skin. And yeah, I'm gonna do my first eye off camera, get a feel for what I'm working with, and then I'll be back to do the second one and show you guys what we've got. So I'll see you in like 2 seconds. First things first, we're gonna prime the eyelid, and for that we're using the MUA Makeup Academy Enhancing Eyeshadow Primer. And we're just gonna do a little dot on it. And take our beauty blender and just blend that out everywhere. Okay, so for the neutral colors, I'm going to be going in with the Tati Beauty palette. The mattes in this palette blend like butter. It is such a great palette to work with. And I'm going in with a fluffy brush, and I'm dipping into Matte Soothe. So it's this matte brown, this light matte brown. We're just going to take some of that on our fluffy brush and tap off the excess. And then slowly, like, hold your brush quite close to the end of it, and we're gonna slowly work that into the crease across the whole eye, and then buff it out to the edges. We're using very, very soft pressure to do this. Next we're gonna go in with kind of like a fluffy-ish brush, but it's still quite precise because the color that we're going to lay on top now, we don't want it to be as dispersed as the lighter brown. So you want a brush that's going to be able to focus that pigment more in one place. So now I'm going into the Matte Ritual, which is this chocolatey brown shade. And I'm just dipping into the pan, tapping off the excess, and again holding it on the end of the brush. And just slowly starting to build that pigment up. And when you go in the crease, kind of stop halfway. Focus most of it on the outer V of your eye. And just blend it out. Soft circular motions. You see, we want this really nice gradient that's happening over here. And that can only really come with a lot of patience. Okay, I'm going back in with the fluffy brush that we used to set down the light brown, taking a little bit more of that light brown and dusting that on the outer edge of the color that we just laid down. Now this is the part that always scares me. We're going to be using the black, and for the black I jumped between the matte shade and the sequin shade in the Tati palette, so Memory Matte and Memory Sequin. And this Memory Sequin is gorgeous. It has, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it kind of has that little shift. You can see it in the pan as well. It's got like a couple of little flecks of color in it, and it's absolutely gorgeous on the eye. And it just adds a little bit of life so that it doesn't look so flat. Like, I know we've got glitter on the inner corner and the middle of the lid, but it really does just add that little bit of something something to the outer corner. So I'm going to grab a small packing brush that looks like this. It is pretty dense and it's just going to help to pack that pigment on. Now, just to pre-warn you, you are going to lose a bit of pigment with the black, so we're going to be adding back to it quite a few times. It's better to build up rather than try and take away, because taking it away is just going to screw everything up and you're going to have to start again. So be patient with it. I know it's grueling and it takes a while, but the outcome is worth it. So I'm dipping into the matte shade first, and then we're going to stamp and wiggle it on. And I'm really keeping this right on the outer V and going into the crease over here and kind of wiggling it around just to really get that pigment to lay itself down. And that's where you want to stop with the black, okay? And then we're going to go back in with this brush that's a little bit more precise. It's the second brush that we used that is a little bit fluffy, and this is where the patience comes in. And you're literally just going to sit and softly blend it out. Okay, so now you can see we've lost quite a bit of the pigment in the black. So again, with that little packing brush, we're going to take the black, but now we're going into the sequin shade and tapping off the excess, and now we're laying that sequin shade down on top of where we put the black the last time. And now just focusing on the edges instead of the whole color. Okay, now going back in with our big fluffy brush. Hopefully you guys can now understand why I said this is going to take a while, because it is a little bit more complex than the other looks that I've posted. But it's one that I've been dying to try, because like I said, the last time I tried it didn't go very well. And practice makes perfect. If you want to be good at anything, you have to practice. So this is what I do in my free time. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the brush that I used to lay down the first color that we put down, and take that first brown color again, and now we're going to use it to warm up these edges. So we're just going to blend that into the edges of the black that we've blended out. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a green from this palette, and I'm going in with these two kind of bluish toned greens, mostly focusing on this one. This one we're going to use to blend the black into the lid and then use it on the entire lid, and we're going to use it in our crease as well. So to put it on the lid, I'm going to be using my Morphe M433 brush, and this is a blending brush, but I don't want the color to be too harsh on the lid, so that is why I'm going in with a much softer brush. Also because the smoky look is supposed to be black blown out, you know, so we don't want anything that's going to pack the color down too much and kind of create that harsh pigment, as opposed to the soft blown out black and brown that we've got on the outer corner. And then I'm just kind of wiggling the brush back and forth between the black and the green. Okay, now I'm going to take whatever's left on this brush and I'm going to work it into my crease. Very gently, very softly. You don't want to disturb the other colors too much. Like that. Okay. Now I want to intensify the black even more, so again just going back in with the black, and with this now I'm going to drag it over the green a little and then use a fluffy blending brush with a little bit of that light brown on it to just buff out the edges. For the glitter, I'm going to be using this emerald green glitter. In the makeup brush set that I ordered, I got like this weird little silicone applicator. And when I first saw it, I was like, what in the actual hell is that? Yeah, but it works for glitter. I don't use it for anything else. I don't think I've tried it for shimmer yet, but yeah. So, because I tried packing the glitter on with my finger and it worked, and it usually is better to use your fingers, but with this glitter it's quite loose, so it was sticking to my fingers, whereas I find with this little applicator thingamabob, it doesn't stick to the plastic. So then we're just going to pack on our emerald green glitter. I'm going to take a smaller little brush. I'm going to take that same green color and I'm just going to use that to add a little bit more definition on the inner corner and center of my eye above my crease. Very lightly, because this isn't a cut crease, we just want a little bit more. Then I'm going back in with that light brown and I'm just softly brushing that over to add a little bit more warmth. Okay, for the lower lash line and for the waterline, we're going to go quite dark. So I'm going to go in with some black eyeliner and I'm just going to line my waterline and also just tight line my upper lashes. To get like this jet black lower lash line, we're going to take our liner that we use for our waterline and you're going to go on top of your eyelashes, like where they grow out. So on your actual skin beneath your waterline. And it's going to look really dodgy at first, but you'll see what we do with it. Oh yeah, and excuse my horrendous nails. I don't actually even know what to say about them. I'm getting them done soon. Okay, yes, we look awful. 2 seconds. Okay, so the brush that we've been using to pack on the black, I'm just going to take the leftover black that's still on it and run that over the eyeliner to smudge it out. If you don't bring the eyeliner from your waterline onto your lash line, then you're going to see a difference between the black eyeshadow and the black eyeliner when you blend out the black. So you want to make sure that you bring that down. And then I'm going to take quite a fluffy brush and dip into the lightest brown. And we're going to go just below that and really smoke out the lower lash line. Right, now for the inner corner, I started by putting a highlighter shade on and then I wanted more. So I am just going to put Butterscotch from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sugar Glow Kit on the inner corner. Okay, you see it looks really nice, but I don't know, that light green on the inner corner just does it for me. So I'm going to be using the light green glitter that's in this palette. And just remember, like, you don't have to have exactly the same palettes to create the same look. You just need similar colors, even if they're from different palettes. So I'm going to take that green, that light green, and just pack it on the inner corner. Be very careful when you're working with glitters, because even if they are approved for the eye, it can still hurt if it goes into your eye, just because it can scratch. It feels very scratchy. Yes!
Yeah!
Oh, so pretty. Now for the finishing touches, to add some highlight, and I've been enjoying using this baby again, so I'm going to be using it again today, and also going in with that Butterscotch gold highlighter and just hitting the cheekbones. She is glowing from the inside out. Highlighter makes me happy. So the lipstick that I'm going to go in with is by a brand called Silky Girl. I've never really heard of them, but I saw this in the supermarket here, and it's a really nice color, and I feel like it'll go really well with this. And it is a matte lipstick because I'm a sucker for matte. I literally just realized that I forgot to put mascara on one eye, and that I've literally done that before. I had a work dinner with the owner of our school that we used to work at, and the principal, and every single teacher and teaching assistant in that school, and I only put mascara on one eye. I am not even joking. And I only noticed when I got home. That was the worst part. Okay guys, this is the finished look, and I'm actually really pleased with how it turned out. It's the first time I've used like emeralds on my eye, and I'm super happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.